Hey everyone, it's me, Green. Um, I hope some of you still know who I am. I was back then one of the first ambassadors of the Magic Awakened game, one of the, let's say, bigger Harry Potter Magic Awakened channels. And yeah, of course, today I also saw that the game is shutting down. Um, a little bit crazy. I just wanted to make this video to talk a little bit about it, what went wrong. I mean, I didn't think that I would ever make a video about this game again, but I think now we can talk a little bit. I mean, they are basically just saying that they closed the game on October 29th and that all the servers from Warner Bros. Will close, but the servers from NetEase will still be alive. They are not talking about any server merges or that people are able to transfer their accounts to the NetEase servers. So if they're not talking about it, it's probably not an option. I know that ton of people are now making petitions. Is that how you say it? To sign some stuff so they get heard of. But I honestly, it would be very cool if NetEase would totally take over every account you can continue to play, because for me NetEase was always the better publisher. Obviously here at Warner Bros. Totally smashed it to the ground. It was a game with such a huge potential, and they managed to shut it down after less than 2 years. It's insane. It's not even 1.5 years since the global launch, not even 1.5 years since the soft launch. If you fail that hard with a Harry Potter game, Harry Potter, by the way, one of the biggest franchises in the world, if you fail that hard with such a game that is never seen before in the Harry Potter universe. I mean, we didn't have a game like this where you could online play very competitively with your spells and so on. That didn't exist before. We just had those offline Harry Potter games, and so on. But this was something kind of new, and it had so much potential. Back then, when the Taiwan version of the game came out, it was huge. They made so much money off it. And it just got downhill when the global version launched, because with the global launch, they also changed a ton of stuff on the Taiwan version of the game, and they made it way worse. Way more pay to win, which is obviously, we all know it, the main reason why this game failed so hard. It's not the only reason, in my opinion, but making it that much pay to win, it was it was like a gacha game, but a very hell of expensive gacha game. Um, and it didn't work. You could have handled it totally differently and still make so much money with it. Just make this game free to play with just, I don't know, a battle pass every month or so, and the rest balanced, ranked or so. You would have way more players with enough advertisements, and that's another problem, obviously. In my personal opinion, they didn't invest, like, they invested barely any money on advertisements, and they relied on the ambassadors as like a source of advertisements. It was for them, ambassadors, it was my honest opinion, and I will say it, ambassadors were just purely free advertisements for them, because ambassadors obviously didn't get paid. So it's free advertisements for them. And for me, that was the only idea why ambassadors even existed. It was just for them to say, oh, you have a special role, but in reality, you're just a puppet for them to make ads. That, just on a side note, it is my personal opinion. I could be very wrong about it, but yeah, because besides of the content creators that you had, mainly the few ambassadors, there was barely anything seen on YouTube, on TikTok or whatever. It's crazy. It's crazy. Such, like, for a Harry Potter game, to barely see any ads or so. I don't know. It was meant to fail. To this day, I saw on Reddit, on some different Reddit threads and so on, also on the Gacha Gaming Reddit threads, they talked about this game today, and a lot of people said this is the first time I even heard about this game. So this says a lot. Next point is, in my opinion, the PC client. They could have put the PC client out there to potentially get more players, put the PC client on Steam or whatever, and you would obviously attract more players, because PC still has a very big player base, and there are a lot of people that just don't like playing on mobile, and they prefer to play on PC. They waited for it, but I mean, that was also very weird. NetEase immediately had a PC client. To this day, no PC client on the global version of the game. Like, what is this? Obviously, we don't know why, and they never even really explained to the ambassadors why it was there. We got a few explanations. I cannot talk too much about it, obviously, but we don't know. Like, was it because NetEase didn't want it or so? No idea, but obviously the files for the PC client was there because NetEase had them. Just Warner Bros. Didn't do anything with it, which is weird, because you should think that Warner Bros. Is the main publisher because Harry Potter is their franchise. So you should have more saying in it, but I don't know, it's just a guess. The thing is also, a lot of players compared always the NetEase and the Warner Bros. Version of the game. And obviously, if you compare it 1-to-1, the Warner Bros. Players were always super unhappy. I mean, we didn't have the jams offers, or like the good jams offers that they have like on the NetEase. If I remember correctly, you had sometimes jam offers where you top up and you get special bonuses. I know on the Warner Bros. Version you had when you top up you could get outfits or so on for free, but NetEase had the same. It just, when you top up, you got, if I'm not mistaken, got more jams for the same money and whatever. So I don't know. Also, global tournaments and everything, it was always handled by NetEase, and I don't know how it was the last few months, because I obviously didn't really play it. I stopped playing, I don't know, what was it? 8 months ago, 9 months ago, 10 months ago? I don't know. It was already a long time, to be honest, or 6 months ago. And after reading this, I'm very glad that I stopped playing. But yeah, everything was just weird. You just saw the cool things from NetEase, and as Warner Bros. Player, it was always okay. Yeah, I want to obviously make this video as short as possible. I mean, I was not a Harry Potter Magic Awakening content creator already for over 6 months, as I said. But this was now a thing. It's okay, it's coming to an end. And I would just like to say my last words, because I was still part of the adventure when it soft launched, because wow, a soft launch game in my small country, Luxembourg, never seen before. This was for me mind-blowing, that I had a soft launch in my country, and besides of that, I waited years for this game. So yeah, it was a very cool journey. I need to say it, I met tons of cool people in this game, and to this day I'm in touch with some of those people that I met through this game. And the community was, and I will always say it, one of the best I've ever seen in an online game. I don't know why. I guess that the Harry Potter fans family is just amazing. And this is true. I mean, the support you guys always gave me was mind-blowing. And so for me, even though I didn't play it, even though I need to say, last week I started playing again a few times, I made a few duels and everything, and I was even thinking about, should I make some small videos again? But no, I see this, so obviously this for me not an option. And I will also say, I would never ever start again from scratch on the NetEase server. For me, that's not an option at all. I would never do it. And The only way that I could see myself playing again is if they transfer the Warner Bros. Accounts to Netty's servers. But I highly doubt it. I cannot see it happening. The only thing I can see happening is that Netty says, hey, for all the new players, we make like top ups, promotions, blah blah. You get 50% more gems or so. But even there, I'm out. I mean, I spent a good amount of money on this game. In the beginning, I saw a really bright future and the potential in this game. Well, but after a while, seeing how the team handled it, for me it was clear, wow. If they continue like this, and I said it even in a few videos of mine on this channel in the past, said that if they continue like this, the game will die like their other game, Harry Potter Wizards Unite. And they made it. They managed it. And it's only their fault. It's only their fault that the game failed so hard. And it makes me really angry to see that nowadays companies still think that they can totally ignore what the players say and do whatever to try to squeeze as much money out of them as possible, because that's not how it works. You would have made way more money if you would just have listened to the players, give them what they want. Don't act so pay to win. Don't show it so clearly that you're just a cash grab and a very expensive gacha game. If you see other games or other gacha games that listens to the community, they make so much money and they survive way longer. And yeah, companies like Warner Bros., I guess they will never learn. They will always go this path. I will definitely also not play the Harry Potter Quidditch game. I don't know. I'm just sick of this company trying to act like, oh yeah, we're doing those games and then act so friendly. But in the end, you have no clue about this job. I mean, if you're in this territory and you failed again with a game, something is clearly off and some people should get fired. Or some people are in the wrong place. But that's another topic. I'm getting too mad at it, but I knew that this was a topic that is not easy to talk about because you still had high hopes. And honestly, I didn't think that this game would close the servers so fast, because they still have like all the content from Taiwan that is already there. You just need to put it on the live servers. But for them to shutting the servers down means that they didn't see any potential at all and they were just like, no, let's just close it. I mean, on some sites you can see the numbers that they made. Some are talking about less than 300,000 in the last few months, whatever. That's horrible numbers for a Harry Potter game, to be honest. And it's sad. It's sad to see, but an adventure ends here. It is what it is. The only thing I can say is that the people, I don't know how it works on Android, but how it works on iOS. And the people that made purchases in the last 6 months on iOS, they can get a refund. Easy. In the last, if you made purchases on the last 2 weeks, you can make a refund without reason. It works. You just get the money back. For purchases that are made like after 2 weeks to up to 6 months, you can ask an extra refund with a good reason. And for me, this is a good reason. They just shut the game down. So they just take away what you paid for in that sense. And for me, I would ask for a refund. I obviously didn't spend any money in the last 6 months. So for me, there's nothing to refund. But that I would do it if I would be in that case, to be honest. But that's just a thing everyone needs to see for themselves. I personally, since we are already talking about anyway, I'm just saying, like, I have not been active at all the last few months on my channel. It is just because lack of motivation, very clearly. I just wanted some time for myself to play games by myself without acting as a content creator, you know. I just wanted to feel again like joy in games without needing to putting it online. I just know for myself to see which games I like, I play. And there are games that I play at the moment actively. I still play FK Journey, I still play Reverse 1999. Recently I started to play Nikkei, one of the biggest gacha games, but honestly, gameplay very fun. But those are games that I'm not sure if I see a future in myself putting those contents out on my channel. Maybe if I would create another channel that is more into gacha, also maybe yes, but I don't know, because I feel like 99% of the people here subscribe for Magic Awakened, and yeah, I'm not doing that content anymore. So I get it that people don't necessarily want to watch other videos, and I don't want to annoy other people. So at some point, I will maybe release another YouTube channel for other content, or TikTok, whatever. But that's another story. Let's end the video here. Thanks to everyone that was with me on this journey. It was a fantastic journey with some ups and some downs. Now a big town, but it is what it is. I can just hope for everyone that somehow they will still merge the servers or transfer the accounts to the NetEase version of the game, even though I very, very have low hopes for it. Otherwise, as I said, thanks for this amazing experience. It was beautiful experience, especially seeing how it was during the global launch. And I always got so much nice feedback and positive energy from you guys. That's why I kept on doing it for longer than I would have without you, because in the end, when I made videos about the game, in the end it was not fun anymore for me. It was just, I did it because I knew people wanted to watch Harry Potter Magic Awakened content, but it was not fun anymore because of a lot of reasons, and because I didn't see a future anymore in this game. And well, here we are. Sadly, I still am not happy about the game getting shut down, but it is what it is. Okay, I would say this is it. Maybe you have some last words. If yes, put them down in the comment section down below. And yeah, once again, thanks for the support. I hope you're not too sad that the game's going down, and you still have the option to play the NetEase version of the game if you really want to start from scratch. If yes, I wish you tons of fun and luck. And yeah, from Magic Awakened, this was probably the last video ever, because yeah, the end is near. Okay, thanks for watching, and see you maybe on another video. So okay, bye bye guys.